What's up, party people? Hope you're having a good day, and I hope this video delivers. So today I want to talk to you about working at Postmates. I just picked up and dropped off the food, nothing too crazy, but I live in LA, so some things got crazy. I bumped into a few celebrities. That's right, I handled gourmet food from the top places in LA and delivered it to people like this guy. Who's this guy? He was an extra in Pirates of the Caribbean 3. How do I know that? Because he told me. But one person I actually did see a decent amount of when postmating was Shia Labeouf. And the thing is, I never delivered to Shia Labeouf. I would just see him out eating by himself. And I'm not gonna roast on anyone that eats by themselves or anything like that. I get it. But the thing is, it happened all the time. And this wasn't just oh, I'm picking up and then dipping. No, he was sitting down and eating. And when I say a lot, I'm talking I saw him eating by himself at least 8 or 9 times. And I honestly just felt bad for him. There always was this part of me that wanted to sit down or at least say hi to him. But you never know what you're gonna get with Shia LaBeouf. Oh, and he loves nachos. Every Mexican restaurant I saw him eating at, he was eating nachos. And this was 2 or 3 different Mexican places. So another time, I picked up a thing of coffee and I got a notification saying I had to drop it off to a Sophie Turner. When I see that, I'm like, okay, Sophie Turner, Sophie and Turner are a pretty common last name. It's probably not the Sophie Turner from Game of Thrones or anything like that. So I get to the house and I see that this woman coming ahead is this blonde British woman. And I'm like, okay, it's not Sophie Turner. Sophie Turner is ginger and from America. And so this woman comes up to me and she goes, oh, thank you, you won. And I'm confused. I'm like, oh, thanks. Here you go. And as this woman's getting closer, I realize, oh, Sophie Turner is a blonde from Britain. And then another guy comes out from the front door and goes, are the coffees here? And I turn and I realize it's Joe Jonas. And I didn't know they were dating at the time. So I thought I had just dropped off booty call coffee to these people. So I give them their coffee and everything. I'm like, good job, Joe and Sophie. You got some last night. Good on you. And as I'm leaving, another guy shows up with coffee from a different place. And then I remembered she told me that I had won. So what I think happened is Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner put me in a race to see who could deliver coffee first. So that was neat. So another quick story that happened is I delivered for Shane Dawson and nothing crazy happened here. I just dropped off coffee. The one weird comment he had was in the personalized section where he asked can you grab as much Splenda as humanly possible, but not enough to where I'm embarrassed about it if my friends see it. Extra, you know? Another time I was picking up breakfast food and I got this prime parking spot right in front of the restaurant that never happens, and I get out of the car and make eye contact with Denzel Washington. He was out eating with his family and everything, and when he made eye contact with me, he covered up a bit and hid his face, and I was like, why the hell is Denzel Washington being so weird to me? So then I go inside the restaurant and everything, and I'm in line trying to get the food, and when I'm thinking about it, I realize, oh, he thinks I'm the paparazzi because I just drove in super aggressively and hopped out. So I get the food and go outside, and Denzel Washington is avoiding me like the plague. So I'm sort of laughing about this. I'm like, oh my god, he thinks I'm part of the paparazzi. That's super funny. I'm a Postmates guy. And as I'm shutting the door, 3 other cars show up and block me in, and it's the paparazzi. So him and his family are obviously annoyed by this because they just got their breakfast ruined. And as the paparazzi's just taking pictures of them, Denzel Washington is just giving me the dirtiest looks through my car window. And I was like, oh my god, he totally thinks I just called the paparazzi on him. You think a dirty look from Denzel Washington in a movie is bad? Imagine actually getting it when he's pissed off. So that wasn't fun. That's all my crazy stories from working with Postmates and delivering stuff in general. If you guys are interested in doing it, I would recommend it. It's fun, you make some money, and get some stories out of it too. That's it for me today. If you guys want to follow us and everything, you know what to do. I'm not your mother, I don't need to tell you. And we'll see you on the next one.